Howdy folks, Zach Smith, Plant Dude. Hey, I'm in Hawaii. I'm underneath a common tree in Hawaii. It's called a Casuarina equisetifolia, which is, they say the genus is named after like a bird, like the cassowary or something like that. But equisetifolia is fun because you have equisetum, which is horsetail, which is a plant. It's like more of a fern or plant. It's not a flowering plant. What do they call that? It's not algae. It's not a fern. It's like a fern ally. Anyway, let's just look at the foliage here, okay? This is the foliage of this tree, okay? It looks like a pine tree. So people are gonna look at this and go, oh yeah, it's probably a pine tree, but it's not even related in any way. So if you look at this really close, these are actually stems, and they have really, really teeny leaves on the stems you can barely see, which is also how horsetail reeds grow, all right? So it's like a horsetail reed foliage plant. That's Equisetifolia, okay? So check out the fruit or the fruiting body here. This is like a cone, okay? And so another thing, it's like, is it a cone? Is it a pine? Is it a pine cone? So check this out. These trees grow a lot like a pine tree does, and they have fruits a lot like a pine tree creates, although they don't create fruit. But anyway, let's not get too technical. So this is like a half technical and half not technical, because wherever I forget all my botany will just be not technical, okay? It's got some funny names, common names. One of the funny common names of it is she oak. I don't know why. That's a weird. You go through all the common names of plants. I didn't name them. There's some weird stuff out there. Anyway, this is like where this is a considered a flowering, evergreen, broadleaf tree. To differentiate it from a conifer, which is not a conifer, so it's a angiosperm instead of a gymnosperm. And I hope I got that right too, but whatever. And none of this is relevant to the average person. Here's what's relevant to make this fun. This is like nature imitating form and function. Conifers have lots of advantages for really windy spots. Streamlined is probably the best thing I could say. They can take a lot of wind. They can take a lot of force. They shed energy really well. So when you have a tree that's going to be right near the ocean, oh, and they can grow in crappy soil. It's going to deal with a lot of wind, and it's not going to break a lot, right? So you've got a tree that's like, I want to be like a, I want to be a tree like that because that's what kind of tree it's like, right? It's a broadleaf flowering tree, but I want to have the qualities of a pine. This is what we don't know. We don't know if trees think like this, but thought and intelligence and intelligent design and thinking and personification of plants, it all circles around the same thing. But we ask, how the hell did nature figure this out if nature has no brains? So who cares? Because you could say it's the Darwinian evolution. You could say it's intelligent design. You could say there's a other factor at play that acts like intelligence. Or you could say there's a creative mind that gave it information. Look, it's irrelevant because at what frame of science and what frame of knowledge do you like? You know what like container of rationale and reason do you operate from? Fact is, the plant imitates another kind of plant. This is common. There's all kinds of plants and animals in the world that imitate and copycat something else, and they're not even related, and they have no like common ancestor, besides like the original ancestor. So it's fascinating. It's fun. You see these, they look like pine trees. This is like the whole reason for this long ramble. Look at those pine trees. They're not. They just look like pine trees in so many ways. Did I change your life today? Undoubtedly, I did. Your life is never going to be the same. Maybe on a very small scale. All right. Plant Dude out.